All right, so good news. It seems to be sleep deprivation works. Like they kept me up till 3 in the morning a couple days ago. Following day, I had a seizure. Last night they kept me up late, and today I had a seizure. Um, so yeah, so they need three. Even though the panel's discussing it now at 2 o'clock, they still would rather have a third. Um, Now tomorrow's my seventh day. The previous EEG one, insurance only covered 7 days. So they were getting really nervous at the sixth day. And then luckily, like the last minute, I had all they needed. The doctor seems to think that's different for this, that my insurance would cover more days. But either way, let's pray I have another one today or tonight. So far, these aren't bad. They're enough to count, but I'm going into the darkness. Like today, I was awake for the whole thing. I know there was 3 people in the room. I know it was my nurse Jessie, but they were giving me a code that I couldn't remember, and I wasn't talking, but they could tell I'm from like this, staring, and then she says something, and I like click and blink and look at her. It means I recognize where I am and recognize her in the situation, but not enough to be able to record. I mean, to recite the phrase word. They said purple elephant, I think. That's the theory. I haven't checked with her yet, but so yeah, so it's good and bad um, because they really just need to know where they are. So it's kind of nice. It's like having um, like crystal light seizures. Like I don't go into the convulsing in the dark and all the as you can see on my other channel. I mean, my other videos, the real seizures, but it's enough to count for them. So it's almost like a perfect marriage. Like I just go into a little like enough for it to get recorded. So the whole point of the recording is to localize where it is. Like they have a theory of where it is, 90% sure, but before they start cutting your skull open and your brain, they want to be really positive. So it's working out. As long as I just keep having these like I call them mini ones or half seizures, but to doctors they're full seizures, just not the grand mal, but still the spacing out, the no idea, the loss of consciousness, the all that stuff is there. So yeah, so it was great. So now today is the big one. Today's the liquor. She mentioned she was going to give it to me a couple of days ago, but I forget why they switched to try sleep deprivation instead. And now since I have been sleep deprived and had 2 seizures, they're going to try alcohol today without staying up. And hopefully that'll kick in the third one, and then I'll be able to go home tomorrow. Maybe today's Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, I might be able to go home tomorrow, Wednesday, or Thursday. I'm hoping, because this is as great as it is, like just detoxing from the world in here. Like I haven't been putting on the TV. I'm not smoking. I'm eating weird hospital food. Uh, all that's great. Don't get me wrong, but I could get out of here. I wouldn't mind. So good news. 2 out of 3. Boom. It means we're going to be closer to seeing my cat. Now, again, going home, who the hell knows what, you know, it's actually not that bad. I've been using Vaseline, but this thing was yesterday. It was crusty as hell. I'm straying from the subject, sorry. Yeah, so who knows what my recovery is like. Like I live alone at the moment. So I'm going to have to, I don't know, shower caps and stuff. I don't know. That's coming up. They'll be telling me that later. So as of right now, good news. I had a second seizure. They're getting a lot of important stuff recorded for the surgery to hopefully get rid of this for life. You know how amazing that would be? To just say, oh, guess what? I'm epilepsy free, or I'm cancer free, or I'm AIDS free. Like it's rare, I think, to be able to say you're free of a disease or condition, whatever. So thanks for listening. Great stuff. Yeah. I know you can't tell. As you notice, this thing keeps growing. Each time they come and like fix it, they just basically add more to it. So it's like the Leaning Tower of Pisa now. So take care. Thanks. Later.